Let's be real for a second. If you're stuck in a rut and you feel like you're not hitting those 10K a month goals that you set up for your beauty business, it's not because you're not working hard. It's because you're not working smart. I know that you're working hard. You come here every week, you get information, and then you go and implement it in your business. But now is the time to kind of refine that strategy. So today, I am giving you the blueprint to 10K months without running yourself into the ground. So buckle up because it's going to be a lot of information, and I'm just going to rapid fire blast it at you. Are you ready? Here's a question for you. When you hear 10K, are you scared of that number? Does that goal seem above you in some way? Does it feel overwhelming trying to earn $10,000? If it does, let's break it down. We are only talking about $2,500 a week, which means around $830 a day. That is certainly a whole lot more manageable. $830, I can make that. The trick is to reverse engineer those numbers. So ask yourself, how many clients, how many products do I need to sell to hit $830 a day? If you're selling services and products, knowing these numbers is the first real step to actually figuring out how to grow. So think of it like this. If you want to catch a fish, then you need to know what kind of bait they like, what kind of lure they like, right? I don't know, I don't fish. I use that analogy a lot for someone who doesn't fish. But I will tell you this, you have to know those numbers. When I first started, I had this massive monthly goal that seemed absolutely impossible, like I could never hit it, like that was something that only big girls and real businesses did. Until I broke it down one day and suddenly it was not so scary, and that goal was $10,000 a month, which actually is everyone's goal. I'm telling you, it's everyone's. You need confidence and control over your business. Once you have that feeling, honestly, it's game changing. But here's where a lot of business owners miss the mark a little bit. Once you start bringing in money, yay! But like, what are you doing with it? Because if you're spending it all on like new clothes and decorations for the shop, then you're stunting your growth. You have to take a portion of that revenue and put it back into the business so that it earns you money, so that you can work less. More on that later. Actually, I remember my first big payday. I had to celebrate. My student loans had been paid off. My credit cards were paid off. Boy, did I rack up some credit cards while I was building this business. So it seemed like I don't owe anything. From now on, this is all going to be profit for me. So why shouldn't I spend a little of it, right? Like, I'm the one who did all the hard work. So what did I buy? A boat. I bought a boat. I bought a ski boat. But the joke ultimately was on me because two things were then and are now very true. Good times and bad times do not last. And number two, I needed to expand. If I wanted to keep growing, I needed to expand. So yes, I love my boat. My family loves my boat. I mean, listen, we enjoy it, okay? Our state is literally called Sportsman's Paradise. There are endless places to put the boat in. But that kind of spending, that amount of spending all at one time should have absolutely terrified me. And honestly, it could have easily stopped me from being able to make my next big girl step in business, which was a very large purchase, commercial real estate. That's a whole other topic. Let me know in the comments if you want guidance on purchasing commercial real estate, or if you just want to hear the story of how I did it, because I don't know why they let me do that, but they let me do that. By the way, people don't just buy things or services. People buy from people. So stop hiding behind your logo or some kind of polished, faceless brand. If it's not really showcasing who you are, stop it. Take your personal Instagram, convert it into a creator account so that you have the metrics, and then show up as yourself. The metrics are going to show you who you're actually connecting with, and you can compare that to your ideal client profile to make sure that your message is coming across to the right audience, you're reaching the right people. When you know who it is that you're speaking to, you'll know what to say. So the content will get easier. Trust me, of all people. Let me tell you, authenticity is your secret weapon. It's not even a secret. People just refuse to do it. They're too scared. Clients want to connect with you, not with a business. I cannot tell you how many times people have come to me and said, yeah, you do great brows, but they felt like they know me from my social media, all because of my commitment to my social media. They saw me as someone that they could trust, like a friend in their head, and made all the difference to them. I have made a bunch of videos actually already about the trust formula and showing up specifically for your ideal client. So go and watch those videos. I'll link one here. So you can figure out even who that ideal client is or how to speak to them. That kind of brings me to my next thing, content. Content is your digital currency, okay? So here's a golden tip for you. Don't just guess. Don't just guess your way through content. Go and do your research. When I say be diligent, be consistent. I don't mean do more of it. I mean go and study why certain posts are doing well and reaching your audience. Don't just copy what other people are doing. Find out why it was working. Need models to showcase your work? Perfect. Instagram and Facebook are absolute gold mines, especially Facebook groups, gold mines for local talent. All you need to know is who you're looking for. You'll know where she hangs out. Go and find her. You can offer her services for a big discount or a really cool promotional package or something, and then borrow her audience. And if her audience is valuable enough to you, then boom, 2 birds with 1 stone. You just got content, plus you just got introduced to a whole bunch of people who are interested in your service, and they're already in your area. Without that research, you are flying blind. Why would you want content to be harder than it has to be? I don't understand. By the way, let me say this loud and clear. Consistency and quality in that content is what's going to set you apart. It's not enough to just show up once or twice a week. It really is not. You have to be showing up consistently, regularly, with valuable and high quality content. What does that mean? It means if you're educating your audience, if you're inspiring your audience, or if you're just trying to entertain them, you have to do it regularly. The audience and the algorithm need to know when to expect you to show up. And if you're doing grainy, low quality content, people are not going to take you seriously. This is your work. Your reputation is on the line, so you have to make it count. Go and watch this video if you haven't seen it already. I never know what's going to show up. I will show you how to make better quality content. Let me tell you something. When I first started, I was posting sporadically because I was figuring it out, but it showed. Then I got really consistent, and I made sure that every post had really consistent branding. It looked like me. It sounded like me. That's when clients came. That's when people said, like, who's doing your social media? So how do you keep those clients coming back once you have them through the door? Like, yeah, you got them with a good social media post, or maybe an influencer posted for you, but like, how do you keep them coming in? It's not just about the service. It is about the entire experience. How can you make your clients feel like they're walking into the best part of their day when they walk into your salon? Maybe it's making sure that their favorite drinks are always available, or creating a vibe that's a little bit more upscale and luxury rather than just a basic salon. You want your clients to feel so pampered that they cannot imagine going anywhere else. Because people do not just come back because the brows are good, the lashes look great, the tan is flawless. They come back because of how they felt after that service. If you're ice cold and they feel like it's pulling teeth to talk to you while you're spray tanning them, they're never going to get naked in front of you again. They want to return to an experience that they enjoy. You know what? Somebody mentioned this the other day. I was reading about this. Someone mentioned a dopamine menu. That is a list of things that you can buy or services that you can book to make your day better when you're having a rough day. So aim to be in someone's top 10 of their dopamine menu. Like that is the level of service that we want to create here. And listen, don't forget, every client that walks through the door is a chance to earn even more clients, not just influencers. You need a rock solid referral program so that clients feel excited to bring their friends to you. Add-ons and upsells are a really easy way to increase the revenue once those clients are actually through the door. So every time a client comes in, offer them something a little extra, a brow tint, moisturizing under eye patch or something that makes them feel like they're getting something exclusive. Like I had this client come in for an annual brow touch-up, and I upsold her on a lash lift for her very long, very straight lashes that I knew would be great before and after photos, and I knew I could tag her and she would share it. I didn't even charge her. I told her, this is exclusive. Nobody's tried this yet. I just got this new lash lift brand in, and it strengthens your lashes. It makes them healthier, and the curl is insane. Would you allow me to do it and take some pictures? She was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. She not only looked in the mirror and saw lifted, beautiful curled lashes, but she saw a little luxury for herself. And when we got to the checkout, not only did she pay me for her annual touch-up that she had gotten, but she also scheduled her next lash lift in 6 weeks. And then I posted it and she reposted it because she was tagged, and she brought a bunch of friends to me. And not just any friends, nurses. Listen, nurses love a lash lift. That's a hot tip. You can take that one for free. Nurses love lash lifts because who wants to wear mascara for 12 hours 3 times a week? With a lash lift, they don't need to. So this is a service it's honestly pretty low cost, $60 or $75 every 6 weeks. That's not bad. Here's another tip. So like I was saying, tag your client in every post, right? Because this is not just promoting your work. It's also tapping into their entire audience. And because they're civilians, not businesses, civilians, everyone who follows them is their real life friends. So they already have the trust formula built in. Also, I would say tag brands or products that you're using because they'll repost you too. And speaking as a brand owner, why wouldn't I want user-generated content? It just takes so much pressure off of me to create posts. You're doing all the work, right? And when I repost you, it boosts your visibility because it shows that you're a trusted professional. You know, oh, even the brand she used repost her. She's great. She's somebody. You're actually sitting on like a gold mine of potential visibility every single time you post, but are you truly using it? Be honest with yourself. Are you really tagging everyone who could get you visibility? Are you really utilizing every way that you could get more visibility? By the way, don't underestimate the power of like promotions or seasonal packages or limited time bonuses, like buy this, get that. And giveaways, oh honey, a giveaway is an incredible way to engage your audience, but you're doing it wrong. You're saying, I'm giving away a free lash lift to everybody who likes and comments. Like that's not it. Instead, you need to do something as simple as like get a Yeti cooler and like a matching Stanley steel cup. And then to enter, all you have to do is buy a service or a gift card of like X amount of value on Black Friday, and the drawing will be held on December 1st. It's just too easy to incentivize products and services that they literally already love. I might not know you. Oh, you're giving away a lash lift? Cool. I know a girl who does lash lifts. I might not know you, but I know Yeti and I know Stanley and I know I'm going to have to give some gifts away in December. I could use a lash lift. Why wouldn't I go get a lash lift that might get me something that I already want? Okay, so now that we have broken it into like bite-sized pieces, honestly, hitting 10K in your business is the easy part because there are just so many ways to bring revenue through the door. The hard part is what comes after you make money. You have two choices. One, you can make $10,000 this month and you can give 40 or 60% of it away to the government. Or number two, my favorite way, you can take 40% of it and you can reinvest it into your business in a way that earns you more money. I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. Basically, you're at Chuck E. Cheese and you've won 10,000 tickets. Let's go over to the glass case and find out what prizes we can afford. That's going to be in next week's video. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? That video comes out next week. I will see you there.